Hi, welcome to my channel. Well, today I brought to you a video about a situation that most of us are really thinking about, but none of us are talking about, and that is employment post the crisis. Well, this COVID-19 situation has really got the world into a spin, hasn't it? And because of that, a lot of employees have been laid off. Well, the companies can't help it because if they have to retain the business, they have to basically downsize. And in order to get their business running, if they have to take such a step, even if it is harsh, then they're doing it. Well, I thought that let me go ahead and make a video about what kind of world we are going to be in, professionally at least, post the crisis, and what the employers would be looking at once this crisis is over. So let's get started. Pre-crisis, the employers used to pick up candidates based on their hard skills and the fact that they didn't have to train them and that they should really put them in the position and they should start performing. Well, post-crisis, it's going to be a different scenario altogether. For starters, post crisis, they'll have a lot of choice. Post crisis, the ratio of the demand and the supply is really going to change. So the employer is going to be really picky about which apple they're going to be picking out of the basket because they'll have so much choice to pick from. So I thought, let me go ahead and put up a video about the kind of traits the employers are going to be looking at post this crisis. Most of the companies have actually changed their business models, and because of that, they will be forced to change the way they hire people because the criteria is going to be changed. Now, experience won't really matter, and what will matter is the way you are portraying yourself. You're putting yourself out there. Let's discuss some of the traits that these companies will be looking at. The first trait is your professional demeanor. Basically, how do you project yourself, your attitude, your interpersonal skills, your way of sharing knowledge, the way people react to you. This is going to be the first soft skill I think that the employers are going to be looking at when they are going to be picky about the kind of people they want to work for their organization. Your non-verbal appearance is going to matter because people hear from their eyes, and that is what will matter. The second trait that they are going to be looking at, the ability to look ahead, the ability to have a vision, well, to be positive in things, to be able to look at opportunities rather than looking at the negatives of a situation, because that is the kind of attitude that the companies will need. So, a person who has that kind of attitude would definitely be preferred over the others. The third trait is your ability to showcase your professional knowledge, your practical knowledge that you have accumulated throughout your experience, and your ability to show the employer how exactly will that help the employer in achieving the goals that he is wanting to achieve. Not bragging about your experience, not showing off your experience also, but being humble about the fact that the experience that you've had is going to really help the employer achieve the goals that he's out to achieve, and hiring you would help him rather than the other way around. The next trait is poise. Well, you have to show during the interview that you are really composed and you're really neutral in your thought process. If you showcase to the employer that you're desperate in the situation where you want that job and you show it to him in your demeanor or in the way you answer certain questions, that is going to show the fact that you are fearful that you might not get the job. So at that point, employers will be really looking at people who have a neutral mindset, people who are balanced in their approach. No matter how stressful the situation is outside, they're still able to compose themselves and handle the situation very neutrally. That is the quality the employers will be looking at, because the stress is definitely going to be there in the environment, because not everybody is going to be rehired, because the companies will take a certain amount of time to get back to the position that they were post crisis. So these are the things that I think would help a person to get the job, and these are the traits the companies are going to be looking for. I hope this helped. Thanks for watching. Bye now.